So, hello, my lovely friends. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video on YouTube, and I thought if I am starting, I should start with something that connect all of us parents. Indian parents are special, not special like superheroes, special like they love you more than their own life, but emotionally damage you over one exam result. If you grew up in an Indian household, you are not raised. You are not raised. You are prepared for survival. And today I want to talk about Indian parents from the perspective of Indian children. Honestly, respectfully, and with a little humor. So let's see love but expressed differently. We will see in this section why Indian parents express love in a different way. Let's be very clear about one thing first. Indian parents love their children very deeply, very deeply. They sacrifice comfort, first of all, sleep, next one, and very important one. And most important, their personal dreams. But they don't always say, I am proud of you, or something like that. They say, have you eaten something? You are still awake. Why are you still awake? How much did you score in your paper? In Indian homes, love is not emotional; it's practical, and most of us understand that only after we grow up. So let's move on another section of this video: comparison culture. Now let's talk about comparison. If you are Indian, you already know this name very oftenly, Sharma ji ka beta. You could win a competition and your parent will still say, very good, but Sharma ji ka beta came first. Parent believe comparison motivates children, but constant comparison doesn't create motivation. It creates self-doubt. Children stop asking, how can I improve? And start asking, why I never enough. So instead of saying this, parent and move on saying, or they have to understand their own children first. Parents don't need to stop guiding children. They just need to stop comparing them. Progress matter more than position. And now let's move on another section of this video: career pressure. For many Indian parents, there are only three safe careers. First one is very popular engineering, and second one is doctor, and third one is government jobs. Everything else is considered risky. This fear doesn't come from control, it comes from scarcity. Our parents grew up in certain times where stability means survival. But times have changed. Parents don't need to blindly support their children dreams. They need to guide, not dictate. Children don't need freedom without direction. They need support with understanding. By the way, My name is Amit Sharma. I make video where we talk about honestly about society, family, mindset and the things we usually avoid discussing openly. This channel is about fun conversations but with meaningful. I talk about something that will impact you in a long period of time. Now let's move on another section of this video, emotional silence at home. TV is very loud at Indian household. Relatives are very loud. Advice is also so very loud, but emotion is very silent. If a child say I'm anxious or I feel anxious, they often hear फोन कम चलाओ सब ठीक हो जाएगा. Mental health is very misunderstood in Indian household, not because parents don't care, but because they were never taught how to talk about emotions. Parents don't need perfect answer. Sometimes one sentence is more than enough. I am not fully understand, but I am listening. That's all. This sentence builds trust. So let's move on. Another very important of this video, privacy and control. Many Indian parents believe a strict control keeps children safe. Oftenly they are checking phones, social media handles and so many other things. But constant questioning, no privacy, excessive control doesn't create honesty, it creates secrecy. We have to understand that trust trust creates responsibility, control creates fear, trust creates responsibility, and fear creates sorry trust creates responsibility and control creates fear. So when children feel trusted, they learn self-discipline. This is not a parent or bad video. As grown-up children, we also have responsibility. We need to communicate calmly, not shout, not blame. Explain explain instead of accusing. Set boundaries respectfully. Healing doesn't happen through arguments. It happens through understanding. Understanding. So my final conclusion on this video, Indian parents love their children very deeply, but love alone no longer enough. No longer enough. Today's generation needs emotional safety, emotional safety, open communication, open communication, and most important, trust. When parents learn to listen and children learns to explain, Indian family don't just survive, they heal. So if this video made you think or remind you of your own childhood, please consider liking this video. It really helps this channel to reach more people. Subscribe if you enjoy honestly meaningful content, and share this video with someone who might relate to this. And I had genuinely love to hear your point of view. How was your experience growing up with Indian parents? Let's talk in the comments. Thank you, my friend. Have a good day. We will meet in the next video. Thank you.